We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Cy Young will be the starter for the Bo Sox in this contest. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Striding into the box, Omar Vizquel, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now. Well, the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. Here it is, the 3-0. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Stepping in for the Jays, Roberto Alomar. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you can get super greedy right down the middle.
0-1 pitch on its way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, Paul Molitor, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Vizquel stands at first with 1 out. Vizquel's off and running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
2-1 the count. To 2-2 now. 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
And it's a full count to the igniter. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Molitor.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
3-2 pitch. Count remains full. And he got him.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Stepping in now, Joe Carter, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. The numbers, 282 to start play, 4 home runs, and 16 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
He's a veteran out on that mound. He understands he has to establish that inside fastball to open up the outer half of the plate.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Fox gets him to retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. Toronto nothing. Sox coming to bat. You've got it tuned to Major League Baseball, the show. Matt Shoemaker, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that throws 2 types of fastballs. A 4-seamer, which is more of his true riding fastball that he'll throw up in the zone. And the 2-seamer is the one that he'll sink to try to get ground balls. So even though the fastball is 1 pitch, he has 2 pitches that are different, even though they're both fastballs. A 4-seamer up in the zone, 2-seamer down in the zone to try to get the ground ball.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Look, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's what you want the guys at the top of the order to do. Set the table for the monsters. 3, 4, 5. Nice piece of hitting.
Williams.
So now to the plate, Ted Williams, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Next to bat for Toronto, John Olerud, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike two as the fastball is let go.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hit back toward the mound. Bogarts lays out. What a stop. Not in time. Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning.
Hey, that's a heck of a job by the shortstop right there for him to range, at least get to that ball and show his pitcher with a diving stop. He's willing to get dirty all day long. Wasn't able to complete the play, but the effort was there.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in as he looks at ball one here. Nobody out, runner on first. Ground ball, foul down the left side.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Hit back up the middle. He's got it. There's one to Fox, and they turn the double play.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Into the box now, Teoscar Hernandez. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Riding in for Boston, Jimmy Fox. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Jimmy Fox.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Lays off. 2-2 now.
2-2 the count.
Now here it comes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
At the plate, David Ortiz, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That average at 291 to start the day. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bottom of the second here with no score. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Adios, pelota. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here's J.D. Martinez, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Olderud is there. 2 down.
Batting set. The shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker. He's just 2 for 9. First pitch of the at-bat. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Vizquel picks it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Thursday night baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Randall Grichuk.
Number 15.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1 taken just off the inside. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes a pitcher can execute his pitch, but doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knob.
Into the box now, Reese McGuire, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So striding in, Omar Vizquel, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Gloved by Bogaerts. One there. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now that was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base. and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in the switch hitter, Roberto Alomar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First offering on its way. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike one.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Back in standing. Fastball called for strike two.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at first and third, one away. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch.
Ball.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
In now, Paul Molitor, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The set and the 1-0. Skied down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Here's the 1-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down 1-0. Next up for the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line.
Andrew Benintendi.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The 0-1 on its way. Now a flare out toward right center. Alomar onto the grass. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
The catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Stepping into the box, Christian Vasquez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes.
0-1.
One out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Again, he sends it out of play. Fouled away. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Dustin Pedroia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. It was a flyout for him to start the home first. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. Foul.
That's the foul ball.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. This one's flared off to the right side. Right fielder coming on. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Now at the plate, Wade Boggs. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runners going. Lifted into center field. Waiting on it is Hernandez. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joe Carter. First pitch on its way.
Ball inside.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Ball 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fouled off.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Got him.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, John Olerud. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses. 2-2.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Taken high and deep to right. Martinez looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 4th home run for him on the season, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez. First delivery to him on the way.
Ball.
The 1-0. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And that one is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 5 on the year as Toronto has taken a 2-1 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now.
Randall.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like a...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Jays lead it 2-1. Standing in, Ted Williams comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The left fielder, Ted Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Two balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Jimmy Fox. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. Chop now to short. Can they get 2? And there's 1 down now.
The designated hitter, number 74, David Ortiz.
Now the Red Sox DH, David Ortiz. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. See you later. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, number 549 career, as the Red Sox have taken a 3-2 lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Roll, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down a pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
He popped out in his first trip. Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The count now at 2-2. Sharp ground ball to third. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Dan, after that base hit, he's extended his hit streak to 9 games, and you know he wants double digits.
Oh, there's no question about it. Listen, anybody can get a 9-game hitting streak, but when you call your buddies or send out a text message and say, hey, I'm about in double digits, so 9 games is nothing to sneeze at, but he'd love to get it to 10.
Xander Bogaerts comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Center fielder, number 16.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Two and 0 now.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning. Because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone. Andrew Benintendi, a 2-run shot. 3rd home run for him on the year, and just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
So now to the plate, Christian Vasquez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
The count now at 2-1. Shoemaker steps into his windup. Here it comes. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. See you later. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they open it up to 6-2 now. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Dan, this doesn't make sense. It's absolutely freezing outside. The last place you want to be is in a batter's box, and this offensive team is driving balls out of the yard.
This is what's crazy about the game of baseball, D-Row. You would think under these conditions it would be all in favor of the pitchers. That has been anything but the case so far in this one. Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Down the third baseline. Molitor brings it in. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. So they really tee off here for 5 runs in the inning, thanks in large part to 3 big flies. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Boston's out in front, 6-2. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Watney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. They've certainly gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so he said they have to change their mentality at the plate. They can't accept that they're running into good pitching and therefore don't stand a chance. He wants to see his guys simplify their approach and battle at the plate to at least put the ball in play.
Leading off for the Blue Jays.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The catcher, number 10.
Here it comes. Reese McGuire is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside, 1-0. Two and 0. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Fouled away. The 2-2.
Count is full.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order's coming up right behind him.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up one of the all-time shortstops, Omar Vizquel. Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to bunt his way on, but this has popped up, and he'll lunge forward to take this ball in the air, so quick instincts there will foil the bunt attempt.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another chance? Roberto Alomar has gone down on strikes twice already in this one. And Dan, when you know you have a chance to hand someone a hat trick for the game, is there any extra motivation to punch him out again?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, Matt. When you have a good hitter like this and you've punched him out twice already, you just want to continue to go out there and make good pitches and see if you can't dominate him for a third time.
He's set, and the pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Into the box now, Paul Molitor, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. That evens it up 1-1. Second and third here, one man out. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. And that's in there, base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 6-3 contest. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Joe Carter. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. Runners are at the corners with one man out. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. One and one, the count to Joe Carter.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Breaking ball called just a bit low.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Still 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Into the box, John Olerud, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. There's a curveball blocked by Vasquez. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. A run on 2 hits here for Toronto. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox on top, 6-3. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going
Your
forward.
attention, please.
Thank you, Heidi. Sam Gaviglio will come on in
Number
relief now as
43,
he'll make his 10th
Sam
appearance of the season.
Gaviglio.
Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up one of the members of the 3,000 hit club, Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. First offering on its way. Softly hit here to the left side, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out. Now at the plate, Ted Williams, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. High pop-up. Molitor has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now back, first baseman, Jimmy Fox.
Digging in, Jimmy Fox. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Wood.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Sometimes you need a little luck. Sometimes you need to get a ground ball with eyes. And that's exactly what happened right there.
Striding forward now is the DH, David Ortiz. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. 2 out with the man at first. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising. First 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
From the belt, the pitch. Taking all the way. It's 3-1 now. This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A A two-run blast to straightaway right field. The 550th of his great career as they open it up to 8-3.
Well, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So the Red Sox strike for 2 on the 2-run homer. Through 5 innings, it's now 8-3. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The right fielder, number 15, Randall Griffith.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
3-0 to him now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
In now, Reese McGuire. Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. Can't make any headway into an 8-3 deficit. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop Xander Bogaerts.
The shortstop, Xander
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball. 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. 1-2 to the Boston shortstop.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now at the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
A runner at first with no outs here. Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Here it comes, 2-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
No one out with a runner at second. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Digging in now, Christian Vasquez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
No balls and a strike to count. None out, runners at first and second. And he takes strike 2.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Justin.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Dustin Pedroia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Line to the right side. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. This one is crushed. Back, and
gone.
So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His first home run of the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down to pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
Wilmer Font gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. To the plate now, Ted Williams. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now the 2-0 home.
All right. 2-1.
4 runs here in this half inning. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. Molitor is under it. 2 gone.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jimmy Fox. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Hey, a curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now the 1-0. It is a sinker that misses for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And it bangs off the monster. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
David Ortiz will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. From the stretch. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled off. Font comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
Ready with the 0-2.
Nope, ball.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 1-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Red Sox 12, the Blue Jays 3. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Omar Vizquel. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball, that's it.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high, so this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1.
That's inside. Ball.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home.
That's the ball. 2-0 the count.
A runner at second, nobody out. 3-0 now.
No strike.
From the belt, the pitch, and that misses for ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Nate Eovaldi comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 17, Nathan Eovaldi.
Paul Molitor will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball.
Eovaldi stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was selected in the 11th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. On the move is Martinez. But he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense, as only 1 run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
At the plate, Joe Carter, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D-Roll, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Standing in now, John Olerud, and it's fouled away. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
That missed. That's the ball.
Line to the right side. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the runner from third scores as they try to work their way back into this one.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
At the plate now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
One ball, no strike.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Ready with the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
3 runs already home here.
Hey,
3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's gone into the monster seats. A 3-run shot down the line in left, his 2nd home run of the game, and just like that, it's down to a 3-run ball game. Marcus Walden comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 64, Marcus Walden.
In now, Rendell Grichuk.
The right fielder, Randall.
He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
0-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
The 1-2. A swing and a blast to center field. No doubt about this one. Back-to-back home runs as that one's way out of here. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. His first home run of the season, as this lead has been sliced down to 2. Into the box now, Reese McGuire. As the first pitch to him, a sinker in the dirt for ball 1. Walden, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. Hit out towards second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Omar Vizquel.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Omar Vizquel. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Williams is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. And a great inning for him there as they push 7 runs across the plate to make this a game again. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Red Sox 12, the Blue Jays 10. Ken Giles will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, J.D. Martinez.
J.D. Martinez.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. The 1-0. It is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Outside, 3-0 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Three and one to Martinez.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
fastball in there, 3-2.
Count full.
And the payoff pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Hits this one hard the other way.
Alomar fields it cleanly.
And that's out number one.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Digging in to try it again, Xander Bogaerts. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh.
Bases are empty, one man out. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Well behind that fastball. That's a swinging strike.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Still even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. Andrew Benintendi will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
The 1-1 home. Liner towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with two men out.
Now batting, the catcher, Christian Vazquez.
So now to the plate, Christian Vazquez.
He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. In the dirt. The tag, and he is safe on a very close play at the bag.
Well, this inning was looking routine, and then with one base hit and a wild pitch later, things are looking a lot different. Now a base hit scores a run, got to reset on the mound and make some good pitches here.
Giles sets, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Vizquel over to his left, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave one. Now we'll see if their pitching can preserve this 12-10 lead. Matt Barnes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 32, Matt.
Leading off the inning, Roberto Alomar, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And a curveball in for a strike. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, the ball flying out at near record pace.
At the plate, Paul Molitor, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Now a splitter, and he lays off a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. A ball and 2 strikes now. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Joe Carter, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Three-two pitch. Full count still.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The next 3-2. High and deep to right center. Back goes Martinez at the track. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has zero chance to make a play on it. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Joe Carter, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
The 1-2.
2-2.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Hit out towards second. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. John Olerud will be his first assignment, and he's got a tough spot here with a runner at third and only 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. Drilled right back up the middle. And a base hit as that'll bring the tying run in from third, and they've come back to knot things up at even here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Derek Fisher.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. He's running at first base. Number 23, Derek Fisher.
The set and the 1-1.
Ball, that's down.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Oh, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we're all even at 12 apiece. Thomas Pannone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45.
Kevin Biggio is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Kevin Biggio.
Stepping in, Dustin Pedroia. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
For the Red Sox.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One and one the count now. Now here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2.
2-2. Full count.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
And a good decision to push it that time. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Stepping up to the plate, Wade Boggs. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Beautiful part about that home run ball is one swing, it can do a lot of damage. We're tied right now, and you can go back to that previous at-bat when he hit the grand slam and drove in 4 big runs.
He's set, and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch.
1-2. Ball.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Here now the 2-2. Turned on down the line. And that'll get past his outstretched glove. It's a base hit. He pulls into second safely as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Hero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now back, first baseman, Jimmy.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jimmy Fox. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. Little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted into center field.
Waiting on it is Hernandez.
And that's the second out of the inning.
The designated hitter, number 74, David Ortiz.
Next will be the designated hitter, David Ortiz. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
2 out here and a runner at second. Ball 1.
1-1.
Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And it's off the green monster. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Anthony Bass enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Anthony Bass.
Xander Bogaerts will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Bass, the former Seattle Mariner, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. In the dirt here. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We've played 8 full. The Red Sox lead it 14-12. Brandon Workman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Teoscar Hernandez will get another shot at it here as we take you back to inning number 7. This was his 2nd home run of the ball game, as he'd like nothing more than to make it 3 right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1-2, count.
The 1-2.
2-2.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with one swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
To the plate now, Randall Grichuk, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
1-0.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. No one out with a runner at second. Two and one.
Outside.
Watching him on the mound right now, I think he's just having trouble throwing strikes to this guy. Up only 2 runs? I don't think he's working around him.
Two and two.
2-2.
A full count, 3-2 to Randall Grichuk. Reese McGuire, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. A runner at second, nobody out. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Into the box now, Reese McGuire. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And over to third now is the runner.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Omar Vizquel. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly. Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A ball and a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
2-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
Rescue.
On the ground to the left side. Boggs has it. The second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, that was a fun one to watch. A great game for guys with the sticks, but for pitchers, not so much. A classic slugfest, and they walk away on top in the end.
14-12, the final score in this ball game. Boston came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Josh Taylor gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Brandon Workman hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.